Yes. We back after a fucking power outage. Tried to fuck all our shit up. Fucking wind blow around our neighborhood. The power goes out.
Everything went the fuck out.
But I think it was probably the fucking Russo brothers trying to snap me out of fucking existence because they knew what I was about to do to their shitty ass fucking movie.
I'm gonna let the rest of the beat ride.
Yes.
All right, hold on. Before he get into this bullshit
he
talking about.
We ain't getting into that yet. Yeah, we gotta do the fun. We gotta do it properly. This is our first time ever having a movie centric episode. So niggas, apparently, or no, not apparently. Obviously, if you haven't seen it and you care about spoilers, you don't want to leave now. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
We're about to spoil this whole motherfucking movie. This whole shitty ass motherfucking movie.
All right, let's keep this in mind. I think this is one of the best movies.
No, we can have a difference of opinion.
I'm just saying this is two different opinions of the movie.
Yeah, it's about to be an in-depth review of this piece of garbage ass movie. Avengers Endgame.
Avengers Endgame.
All right, let's get into it. Avengers Endgame. Okay. Of course, the second or the fourth overall, I say fifth overall Avengers movie because I count Captain America Civil War as an Avengers movie because that's what it was.
Yeah.
I can say one positive thing about Avengers Endgame before we start debating over this movie and getting into the topics. Is that a tow truck? Nah, I don't think so.
It might be, but if it is, it ain't cut.
I mean,
you can fucking leave.
I'm gonna smack that. I'm trying to tow me. Anyway.
Hold on. Before we get into that, I got a quick story, right? So in this parking lot, niggas was out here tripping and shit. Niggas having a party, kickback or whatever.
Right.
Bruh, tow truck pull up. Goddamn, hooking the bitch car up. Quick, niggas out there getting it, bro. Niggas getting it. All you hear is, bro, they towing your shit. 80 niggas run down from the apartment across the street, bro. Niggas is out there with guns. Niggas is out there fucking fighting niggas and shit, bro. So niggas is out there tripping and shit, right? The tow truck company called backup. Goddamn niggas come strapped, aiming the shits. Niggas done over here done pulled out they shits. And then the police come and everybody left. So the tow truck shit.
The car get towed or what?
Yeah.
So all of that for nothing.
All of it for nothing.
Fucking
niggas
idiots.
got they shit towed. But moral of the story is, everybody that's listening, don't park your shit when you ain't supposed to park it if you ain't gonna be in that bitch.
Yeah.
Just find somewhere else to park.
Pretty much.
That's just my little moral moments.
Yeah.
But back into the real shit.
All right. So about the Avengers Endgame, I can say that it ended a trend for me. Because before this, each Avengers movie that ever came out was shittier than the one before it.
Yeah.
Avengers 1 was terrible. Then Avengers Age of Ultron was even worse.
I don't think.
Then fucking Captain America Civil War was worse than that. Then Avengers Infinity War was like the biggest fucking turd God ever shot out. But at least Avengers Endgame is better than Infinity War.
I would give it's better than Infinity War, but both of those movies are great movies.
First, both of those movies are great movies, right? Infinity War, the piece of shit ass movie where the fucking Incredible Hulk was a fucking pussy the whole time.
Yeah, because that was leading up to him becoming Professor Hulk.
Why would you want to see a movie with the Hulk in it where he don't throw one fucking punch? What's the purpose of Professor Hulk? He could have just been Bruce fucking Banner the whole time. He didn't do shit as the Hulk. The only significant thing the Hulk did in the movie was snap his fucking finger with the Thor gauntlet on. Or not the Thor gauntlet, the fucking Infinity gauntlet. Okay? Something Captain America or something could have did.
It would have killed him though.
So what?
That's the point. You can't kill him off. It's a whole story that goes along with that.
But that fucking original story, he killed himself off by doing it. Mm-hmm. In the comic book anyway, so I'm told.
But it's different because this is leading it up for the other Avengers now. I mean, the new Avengers.
They could have still did that. He could have sacrificed himself and passed off the fucking... he could have passed off the Avengers thing before sacrificing himself. He could have said, I want so-and-so to be the next Captain America. Mm-hmm. Then snapped his finger. Anyway, that is a tow truck. Mm-hmm. You better not come over here trying to tow me, fuckface. Yeah, fuck off. Nigga. Anyway, Captain America, well, the Avengers... I don't want to see a movie with Hulk in it where he don't do nothing but be fucking afraid the whole time and like he was in Infinity War. I don't care. He could have still become Professor Hulk without being a fucking little bitch for the whole of Infinity War, running from Thanos, fucking scared.
Yeah. After he did, I can't even cap. In Infinity War, he did get his ass toasted.
So let me ask another question. Let me. This is why I'm about to start. I'm about to shit on this bullshit ass movie. So in the Infinity War, right? Thanos was beating up the fucking Avengers, right?
Yeah.
But he had to beat them up with like 4 or 3 of the Infinity Stones already in the gauntlet. Right? Mm-hmm. How was a gauntletless Thanos in Endgame whooping all their ass? How? At the end, he fought 3 of them motherfuckers by himself.
Yeah,
beat the fuck on out of them with a little plain old sword thing. He took his fucking little sword thing, I don't know what it is, and broke the Captain America shield into pieces that's made from the vibranium shit.
I mean, he's still like the strongest Titan though. Even without the joints.
But in the fucking other movie, he needed the stones to be able to fight them. And in this movie, a stoneless fucking Thanos was kicking 3 of their ass.
Well, he had already had 1 stone in the first movie, so he was already the strongest in Infinity War. He didn't have it this time. He didn't use it. He didn't get it until Captain Marvel came down there and started fucking him up. Then that's when he had it. He had, because apparently she was the only person who could fight in this one. Mm-hmm. Right? How the fuck did that nigga catch the fucking Thor axe? Nobody else is supposed to be able to pick that shit up. A stoneless Thanos with no Infinity Stones caught the Thor axe out of mid fucking air, my nigga. How? Mm-hmm. Because these 2 idiots who created these bullshit movies didn't think about fucking continuity. That's how. These 2 idiots who created that garbage didn't think about consistency, but they fucked up ass movie. Mm-hmm. Right? Well, I loved the movie. I went to the movies and seen it. I actually sat in the front row because it was no seats left. The movie sold out. Yeah. So I sat in there and it really was one of the greatest Avengers movies I've seen.
Tell me why you love it.
My most favorite thing that they did was go back from each movie, like each of the Avengers movies, and they went back, so it showed them doing them different, like going back and getting the Infinity Stones. I figured that was my favorite part to the movie.
That shit right there made it just seem like, to me, that was just an easy way to make this motherfucking shit be 3 hours, because half of the movie was fucking parts that they already had.
Yeah, and I figured like them going back and then Captain America fighting Captain America, like those shits, that was just, it was cool to me. And then it left me with a question. It left me with a question. Loki is back. Because you know when
he stole the fucking Tesseract because they had to go. They stole it because they were too fucking stupid. God, I hate this movie. They stole it because they fucked up. That's how he ended up having to go back in time again to get the fucking other one from his dad. Yeah. Yeah.
They did fuck up though. I mean, but that's what made the movie good. Like everything.
Let me tell you what made the movie. Well, how about this, right? Mm-hmm. How about this? How about this? In the movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had Ant-Man, right?
Yeah.
Come up with an idea to just go back, take the fucking stones, and have it so it's like Thor never had them, right?
Thanos.
Whatever. Fuck. Thanos. Fuck that. Like Thanos never had them, right? Then Professor Hulk comes up, says you can't do that because that's just going to create two separate timelines. Where one timeline is going to have, it's just going to create two separate futures, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where our future is still going to be the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then the other future is going to be the future where Thanos never had the fucking stones, right?
Mm-hmm.
How can he said that, right? And then a few minutes later went back in time to where the Doctor Strange chick is at.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name. And she told him the same fucking thing, right? When he said, I need the time stone.
Mm-hmm.
He said, yeah, that'll fix your reality, but it's going to just fucking fuck up my reality.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to create branches. That's what Hulk said to Ant-Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then them dumb motherfuckers contradicted themselves by saying, no, because I can just put the stones back and that'll cut off all the branches. So why couldn't they just use Ant-Man idea?
What, making a time machine?
No, going back, taking them away, like so Thanos never had them.
Mm-hmm.
And then putting them bitches back to cut off all the fucked up other timelines, and they could have just skipped all this bullshit.
For one, they didn't believe that the Ant-Man shit was gonna work until they got Tony to fucking they had to go get Tony to make that thing.
I'm not that. He said when he was talking about what were they gonna do when they go back in time, they was talking about we gotta find all the stones and snap our finger.
Yeah.
Ant-Man said, why don't we just go get them so Thanos never had them?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And Hulk said you can't do that because that's just going to create an alternate timeline. It's not going to fix our future. Which the Doctor Strange chick said the same thing to Hulk when Bruce was asking her for the time stone. She said, no, that's going to fix your future, but it's going to fuck up my world.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing that Hulk said, right?
Yeah.
It's going to leave our world fucked up and just fix another future. But then he said, no, because we can just go put them back. And that'll merge all the timelines into one and cut off all the branches. So in theory, they could have went back, got them so Thanos never had them. And then just went after they made sure the time passed that he never got to snap his fucking finger. They could have got him so he never found him, went and killed him, and then put them all back and merged all the timelines into one. And everybody would have just never been dead.
Well, I didn't think of it that way.
Let alone, they contradicted that shit again because Captain America used them shits and he went back and made himself never have been Captain America.
Yep. He went back and
he went
got
back and just
and
lived his normal life. He went back and made himself never have been Captain America. So wouldn't that would have created some branches?
Mm-hmm.
If that fucking first reason why Ant-Man's idea was stupid was holding up throughout the whole movie,
mm-hmm.
but it didn't. Because the fucking same dude that went back in time the first time, he put the fucking stones back and he decided to never be Captain America. So they got all of these different time travel rules that's just convenient for whatever scene they're playing out in the movie.
Yeah.
Essentially, how the fuck did these niggas besides Bucky even fucking know him when he got back? Because he went back in time and made it so he was never fucking ever there. He went back in time and made it so he never decided to be Captain America. So only Bucky should have knew who the fuck he even was when he got back.
See, this is this is the shit that I don't see. This is that thing that I'm gonna talk about another movie. It's Us, right?
Hold on, let's finish.
This is gonna tie it all up with what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is one of those things where you overanalyze a movie too much and the shit falls apart. Like,
I only seen this shit one time.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you think about all of that shit, the shit starts to fall apart with him going back and them never knowing who he was, because only Bucky should have known him because he went back and put all the time stones and never
erased himself out of fucking history.
But how would you even get to that? Like, I don't understand how. I never saw it like that. I just saw that he went back to that universe and they knew him as Captain. Like, he was Captain America. Like, he went back to that moment and he was Captain.
If the fucking first rule that they set up was true, there should have been two of him. There should have been one him who never decided to be Captain America, and then the him who did end up being Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
But there wasn't. Because they set up a rule just to fucking, for convenience sake of the plot, that you can't do time travel. You can't go back and erase something that already happened.
Yeah,
it's gonna create two different fucking timelines.
Like bringing back Black Widow.
Which, I mean,
because she died.
That's a whole nother story. That's another thing. Like, I don't know. They brought back Gamora.
Yeah, they did bring her back, but she didn't die at the hands of that Soul Stone, though. But
Gamora did.
She
That's
did
how Thanos got the Soul Stone.
So how the fuck? All right, see now you're making a fucking point. Because how the fuck did Gamora come back?
They just went back. They got the Gamora from the past and brought her back.
So they could go back and get the Black Widow from the past also.
They could have, but they didn't. They didn't do that. They tried to snap her back into existence. Nigga, this movie is fucking stupid. Nigga, I told you.
I'm not gonna say the movie is stupid because I fucks with this movie. I love this movie. I thought this movie was great. But now that you said it, it's some fucked up shit in this movie.
Like how the fucking part that made me knew I was gonna hate this bullshit. Hold on. I gotta give props to my favorite character from this fucking movie though.
Who?
The whole time I was sitting in the movie theater thinking that nigga. I was sitting up there calling that nigga the Green Arrow, but it's Hawkeye.
Yeah, it's Hawkeye. Hawkeye. He went running though. He went running. He went and killed all them samurai niggas.
Rogue.
No, they was calling him Ronin. I don't know. I'm just saying what I saw.
They was calling him.
I mean, he went rogue, but it was Ronin too.
I don't know what you talking about.
Right, let me.
I liked how he was just fucking shit up, bro. Like, he ain't got no superpowers. He just got gadgets. He like the Batman of this shit.
Yeah.
he just got fucking bombs and shit, bro. His superpowers.
Yeah, for real. Alias use Ronin Hawkeye.
Oh, that's just probably another name
for
him.
Yeah.
Like how fucking Robin is Nightwing.
Yeah. That's what that is.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I don't know, bro. I'm not a comic book nerd. I just watched all these movies. Like, this is the thing about the Avengers movies, my nigga. Like, the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy is way better than this bullshit is. Like, the fucking B team of superheroes is a better group of Avengers than the fucking Avengers to me. Like, this is what it is to me.
Mm-hmm.
What I do with my phone? There it is. I had lost it for a second. Anyway, my nigga, like, the thing that made me know I was gonna hate this fucking movie, right, is the thing that happened at the very beginning. The first scene with Thanos, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happened at the very beginning of this movie? You remember it. You've seen it. What happened? The first scene that they had with Thanos.
So, goddamn Captain Marvel come down. And she like, oh, hold on, you talking about the Tony? You talking about Tony or when they went to go see Thanos?
When Captain Marvel and Captain America and
all them was in the room and shit, and they was like, all right, let's go get this motherfucker, right? So they went in space, goddamn went to that nigga's house.
Mm-hmm.
He was in there fixing breakfast and shit.
Yeah.
Like fucking, what's that, Ving Rhames and Baby Boy?
Yeah.
He was in there butt naked, fixing breakfast and shit. And motherfuckers ran in the goddamn spot. beat his ass a little bit. He tried to grab the gauntlet or whatever and beat their ass.
Try to grab it. No, that ain't what happened.
Oh, he tried to grab something to beat their ass with, and then they cut the nigga arm off.
He went in there. The first thing they did is Captain Marvel had that nigga held up. The first fucking thing they did is the thing that I sat there in the fucking Infinity War saying they should have did the whole fucking time. They cut the fucking nigga's hand off. They didn't try to.
Yeah, because didn't he try to grab? He tried to grab the gauntlet.
The gauntlet didn't even have the stones no more. Remember, he said that his body was half burned up because he used the fucking gauntlet to destroy the stones.
Yeah,
that's why they had to go back and get the other ones in time in the first place.
But he tried to grab something to beat their ass with, so they cut his arm off.
A ladle, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Fucking
Thanos-sized ladle.
A fucking squash. He was growing on the farm and shit.
This nigga, look, my nigga. That's what they did. If you remember in Infinity War, they sat up there with all of those fucking heroes. With fucking Spider-Man, Doctor Strange. I don't remember if the Hulk was there, but I know Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Iron Man, and the fucking all of the Guardians of the Galaxy were all there.
Mm-hmm. And they was trying to
pull the fucking glove off of his. Iron Man got all type of laser beams and shit. Hold on. You know what's even fucking worse? I know it's from this one, right?
Yeah.
It's from Infinity War. When in the fucking fight scene that they was having when they first went to get Doctor Strange, and the fucking dude, he fucking sucked them up into one of those little portal shits.
Yeah.
And it closed up and it did nothing but cut off the fucking arm and left the arm laying on the New York street. Doctor Strange couldn't open up a fucking magical fire portal. Nigga, one of them, and close it up and lock that nigga's arm off.
See,
Thor had to fly into the fucking actual battle of Infinity War and stab him in the fucking chest at the end of the movie. He not only did he fucking cut his arm off at the beginning of the Endgame, he cut off his fucking head and then had a fucking stupid ass call back to Infinity War. Said, I went for the head this time. Bitch, you should have went for the head the first time. And the only thing that Hulk did in this movie was throw a bench in the water because his fucking girlfriend, his no acting bitch of a girlfriend died. He threw a bench. He didn't fight nobody. The only thing they had the Hulk do was throw a bench
and take some pictures
and fucking fuck up the old Hulk. Fucked up them getting the Tesseract. That's all that happened.
Yeah, the old Hulk did.
That's it.
But I don't know. I still think this shit was a good ass movie. It was funny.
But this movie was funny. My favorite other character in the movie, I can't remember his name, but it's the guy from Thor Ragnarok, the nigga who was playing the blue rock dude.
Oh yeah, the rock dude that was in there playing Fortnite.
Nigga, he was the best part of Thor Ragnarok.
That nigga he was funny too.
Yeah, he's the director of Thor Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a different story, man. Right now we talking about I'm out here in this parking lot yelling at the top of my lungs about this shitty ass fucking movie. This movie sucked, my nigga. It didn't suck worse than Infinity War, but it sucked.
Nah,
it ain't, bro. I can name fucking 5 fucking Marvel Cinematic Universe movies better than it right fucking now. Fucking go. Black Panther, both Guardians of the Galaxies, Captain America, Winter Soldier, Iron Man 1, 2, and 3, Thor Ragnarok, Doctor Strange, both Ant-Mans. I mean, I can just...
yeah, those are good movies, but I like the Avengers movies too. Bro, I love the Avengers movies. The thing about the
Avengers movies is that they can't make... They're never going to be able to make a good one, my nigga, because they can't pack 15 storylines into one movie. They trying to pack storylines to do with every Avenger into one movie.
Mm-hmm.
My nigga, that's what they tried to do, and that shit does not work because you end up with fucking waffly, inconsistent bullshit like the fucking time travel rules that changed every time they wanted to time travel. First, you couldn't go back and just... First, if you went back and changed shit, it wouldn't change the future. It would just create a different future. Then, if you put the stones back, no, it would change the future. future. Everything would merge back into one timeline. You would cut off all the branches. No, then you go back and you can just go back and it should have changed the future that niggas should never knew who the fuck Steve Rogers was except Bucky. Because
Bucky
he went back, he put the stones back, and it was supposed to merge everything into one timeline and change the fucking future.
Mm-hmm.
He decided never to have been Captain America. Only Bucky knew him before he was Captain America. Everybody else knew him as being Captain America. You want to know what else is fucked up?
What?
Captain America, you remember in the other Captain America movies, except the first one,
Mm-hmm.
he was in love with a young, like, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. chick, right?
Yeah.
Which is the granddaughter of the woman he went back and married. So now he done fucked the granddaughter and the fucking grandmom. And the fucked up part is it might be the way he done went back and changed history. The girl either might not ever be existing or the girl might end up being his granddaughter. So he might have retroactively fucked his own granddaughter.
Hold on. What the fuck? Say that one more time. I didn't quite get all that. So you saying
Captain America fell in love with another woman in Avengers. I mean, in the other Captain America movies after he woke up 70 years later out of the cryo sleep.
So the
shit.
woman that
So
he
the
has
woman
in
that
the little
that's
thing.
that's the original woman.
He didn't go back and I thought he went back and got her.
Yeah, he went back and got her, but in the other Captain America movies before this, his love interest was her granddaughter. Yes, his love interest was that woman's granddaughter. He met her, and like if you watch Winter Soldier or fucking Civil War, his love interest is the granddaughter of the woman he originally was fucking with.
Mm-hmm. So he went back and fucked it.
He went back to his original love, and he either have blinked his other love interest out of existence, or he's fucking created a past in which he fucked his future granddaughter in another reality.
I don't know. That's some weird shit. I didn't even think about it that much. I'm not one into fucking granddaughters or anything like that.
So the Avengers movie is out here promoting fucking either fucking abortion or incest.
I mean, they already had the LGBT in there. If you caught that scene,
I didn't.
if you know, after Thanos snapped and they had that AA meeting.
Oh, you talking about
the Russo brother was in it.
The 5 years later shit. Is
Yeah.
the Russo brother gay?
No, I don't think he's gay, but I know they had it was a scene in there and he was talking about a date he went on with the guy and he started crying and shit.
Yeah,
so.
I saw that shit.
But
Let me get
why we on the subject of movies and shit?
Well, we got this is about Avengers.
I got a little something to say.
What about it?
With this Sonic shit.
Hold on. Let's get to that after we finish.
This shit got to stop.
After I finish shiting on it.
This shit got to stop, bro.
Hold on.
This shit gotta stop.
Hold on. Yes, I wanted to go back and make sure I wasn't just talking out of my motherfucking beehole. You understand? Peggy Carter is his original love interest, and then the love interest later is Sharon Carter, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? My fucking favorite part of this movie is this shit right here.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler alert, my favorite part of this movie is fucking Captain America passing the fucking Captain America mantle to Falcon instead of Bucky. You understand? Fuck that nigga Bucky, bruh. I have hated Bucky since they introduced him.
Why?
Bruh, he killed Tony Stark's fucking parents. I don't give a shit if he was under some
Yeah, I was
spell.
about to say it was that Hydra shit, bro.
I don't give a fuck.
I mean, how can you break that?
I
though?
don't
you
like
can't break
him,
that.
bro. I don't like that, and I don't like Captain America because Captain America was up there defending them instead of letting Tony Stark fuck that nigga up. Nigga,
Yeah.
you Captain America's a fucking traitor.
I wouldn't. I mean,
Bitch ass
they fought Tony Stark for Tony being mad that he killed this nigga parents.
Yeah, this nigga, fuck you, nigga. I would have never, ever forgiven that Captain America bitch. And if Tony Stark could have took one of his fucking missiles or lasers or something and just cut that nigga head off, I would have fucking killed both of them if I was.
That nigga said if I was Tony, I would have went rogue.
Nah, nigga, I ain't going rogue, nigga. I'm out here, nigga, doing my shit the way it should be done. That nigga killed my motherfucking parents, nigga.
Yeah, but I mean, he was under Hydra. That's the only thing that I give, bro. It won't Bucky as like himself at that point.
Oh man.
But I did like how he sent that junk to he gave it to Falcon. In turn, he's about to be the new Captain America.
That I like.
And bruh, and it was another thing I seen at the end with the funeral. You know, it was a boy in the movie.
Right.
That boy was the dude from Iron Man that helped when Iron Man's suit was messed up and he had to rebuild it.
Yeah.
That was the boy from that movie.
Ah, shit, I never paid it attention. But you know what I really want to see? That new Spider-Man movie. That Spider-Man movie is gonna shit on this bullshit ass Avengers movie.
Nah, that Spider-Man movie gonna be fire.
That shit is gonna shit on this bullshit ass Avengers movie, my nigga. Shit on it. Number one, I went into this movie, bro. I don't even follow these movies that closely, and I already knew, spoiler alert, Tony Stark was gonna die because the first Spider-Man Far From Home poster had Tony Stark's fucking grave on it. What the niggas, is these Marvel Cinematic Universe fuck faces that dense that they spoiled the biggest movie they was gonna ever make on the poster to one of the auxiliary movies?
They did release it and found it.
Oh, you found it?
I went and found it. I found it after I watched the movie.
Yeah, I saw that.
I went and found it. It was like on some Chinese website too. Like they banned that shit.
But I saw that shit. That was the first poster I saw for Spider-Man Far From Home last fucking summer, bro. Mm-hmm. Last summer, right after Infinity War came out, I saw that shit.
Yeah, but you gotta search through.
What is happening there?
What? Oh, we still good? We good.
What the fuck, man? This computer gotta stop giving me heart attacks like that.
Yeah, bro, we still good. It's just, I guess it's taking a little bit longer to register.
It's Apple. I had a thought. My nigga, I know this shit is called podcast. Who the fuck is listening to this shit on iPods?
Somebody might have a fucking lone iPod and they're like, well, I'm gonna listen to some podcasts on my iPod. Like, what the fuck, nigga? Nigga, I'm on my iPod. Like, what the fuck, nigga? Put that shit away, nigga. The fuck do you need that for? But no, it's probably gonna listen to my iPod. Like, do them shits even register with modern day fucking tools, nigga? Can you hook up some Bluetooth earphones to that shit, bro?
I don't.
And I still see them shits for sale at like Walmart, bro. Them shits is like $290 fucking dollars. Like, are these shits a lost gem that I never owned? Cause I used to want one before I had a phone, and then I got a fucking phone that I can do all of that shit on. So I'm like, what the? So. What I'm thinking, Apple made that shit for fucking 12-year-old teenage girls to flex on poor people.
No, the iPods came out way before the iPhone. Mm-hmm. They was out, bro. Them shits was out when I was little, my nigga. iPods came out way before the fucking iPhone did. That's where the iPhone gets his name from.
Yeah,
because it was an iPod with a phone in it. That's what it. An iPod and a phone merged together. I know that they coming out with a new iPod Touch. Nigga, why?
Nigga, why? Nigga, why?
Nigga, I wasn't even trying
I'm gonna buy it.
I wasn't even trying to say it like that. I wasn't even trying to say nigger. It just
nigger, why? I'm gonna buy that shit, right? And I'm gonna review it. Hopefully the podcast has started raking in some Skrilla.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, nigga, we done got released from YouTube Penitentiary.
Oh shit, niggas is free! Niggas is free! Eyes are free, massa! So, with that being said, we're free. We might be able to start making some money from this shit. Cause they about to stop taking our fucking people. Alright, so check this out. If I have the funds, right, to buy the fucking new iPod Touch.
Nigga, we might go half on that piece of shit.
We can review it. We can review it, right? And if we get up to a certain amount of followers, we'll give it away.
Yeah, we'll give some poor soul in a retirement home a fucking iPod
so they can listen to some podcasts. So yeah.
All right, back to the fucking movie. We took a detour.
Long one at that.
Yeah, like back to the movie, man.
Nigger, why?
Back to the movie. That's what I was saying the whole time I watched this fucking movie. Nigger, why? Nigger, why? Like, I'm watching this shit, bruh. And how did you feel about the fucking them replacing Captain America as the Infinity Gauntlet sacrifice? It was supposed in the comic books, so I'm told by people who know more about this shit than me. Captain America is the one who sacrifices himself with the Infinity Gauntlet, not Iron Man. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Hulk snapped everybody else into existence again. But then Iron Man snapped Thanos and them out of existence.
So, hold on. that's another question I would want to ask. How the fuck do you just, in your mind, pick who you want to fucking...
I think now this shit I don't find too far-fetched when it come down to the fucking rules of the movie. I think that they just take whatever their wish is, they wish it, and they snap their fingers and the stone grants it.
Okay, so it's like a wish-based fucking system.
That's what it seemed like. It's the fucking niggas was genies. Like, that's what they are.
The genies. So this is some fucking some shit. Some fucking genies is roaming. Or Thanos is a big ass genie that's like,
nigga, let alone
everybody die.
Thanos
half of the world died.
Thanos look like a fucking clay man, and the Hulk do too, bro. Like, these niggas is motherfucking making $340 million movies, bro. And the fucking CG and this shit look like men of clay.
I mean, I thought they looked pretty fucking good, but like, how else would you want them to look? Like, I don't think you could have made them look more real than they fucking looked in that movie.
Look how they made my man, what's his name, Juggernaut look in fucking Deadpool 2. He looked way better than those two fuckers did.
Yeah, he did. That nigga Juggernaut looked like he was like, you could catch that nigga walking down the street.
Like, go the other way.
Hell fucking yeah, nigga. That nigga's not about to clobber me. What the fuck do you mean, bro?
Juggernaut and fucking Colossus.
Colossus do look. He look real
better than Thor and them. And then not Thor, Thanos and fucking.
So how you feel about Thor with the fucking Rastafari dreads and the
I think his shit was just matted up. Nigga, I don't even think. I like Fat Thor. That shit
was funny. Did you catch the Big Lebowski reference in the way he was dressed?
Yeah. What did he say? He called him Lebowski.
He did?
Yeah, he said he called him Lebowski. Tony Stark called him Lebowski.
Oh shit.
I like that.
I like that reference. I like Fat Thor though. Fat Thor was like, and it. Bro, I like them.
We might have to review the Big Lebowski one.
Bro, we can start movie fucking days.
So we can stop talking about these shitty ass rappers.
Hell yeah. But bro, my favorite part was when Thor reached his arm out for the hammer after he had been drinking and got fat and shit, and the fucking hammer came back to show that he was still worthy of being a god, bro. That shit made me happy, nigga. I was like, hell yeah, Thor, nigga.
The shit, like Thor got some of the worst fucking movies in the Marvel. I can't even say.
But see, Thor has some of the worst movies, but he's in my opinion, one of the best characters in
I'm
the
talking
Avengers
about
movies.
the
though.
Thor movies is worse than the Avengers to me. The first two, Thor Ragnarok.
Thor
is the
Ragnarok
shit.
is fire. that shit's fire. But those first two ones, I ain't like
Those
those.
shits
I
is
didn't
fucking
like those.
terrible. I mean, but anyway, back to what we talking about, man. Back to what we talking about. The movie, my nigga. This is my problem with the Avengers movies, bro. Why I think as soon as you start looking at something and you enjoying that part, they have to go to something different. Because there's so many fucking characters,
Mm-hmm.
and they
It was a lot of characters.
I got a conspiracy theory about the fucking movies. Is fucking Hawkeye and Black Widow, was they fucking behind Hulk and his family's back?
I don't know.
But
I wouldn't.
They seem like when they was at the fucking Soul Stone that they've been fucking.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, they did look like it. I wouldn't. It maybe was a very close friendship that they had, because you know they was there. They could have been fucking. I'm not gonna say
I
they.
would've fucked her.
Yeah, me too.
If I was,
She was
not
fine as
not
fuck.
if I was married, but you know, Hulk is the homie though, so I probably wouldn't have fucked her. Hulk almost sneezed.
I was waiting for it, but
Fuck, man.
but
So we was gonna get a good one.
I don't know though. It did see, because they wanted to sacrifice each other too though.
No, they wanted to sacrifice themselves.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't mean
They
like.
wanted to hold the other one back from killing themselves. I was about to say, Hawkeye, you my fucking nigga, because I thought he was finna throw that bitch off that mountain.
I thought no cap though. When they got to fighting, bro, I seriously thought they was about to throw
When he
each
said,
other off
yeah,
the
well,
mountain.
you know who it's gotta be. And they was holding on to each other. I thought he was finna twirl that bitch around and throw her ass into the chasm. My nigga, I was like, hell yeah, Hawkeye. Or in the movie theater, I was gonna be like, hell yeah, Green Arrow.
Hold on, bro. We gotta take a little break. We back like nothing ever happened.
Yes. I forgot what I was talking about though.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I was talking about I was about to celebrate of Hawkeye through fucking Black Widow.
Nah, but I knew he wasn't gonna
into
throw
the
it.
chasm.
I knew he wasn't gonna throw it.
Yeah,
off.
went rogue.
See, I was hoping somebody was gonna come up. I was thinking like somebody was gonna come up there and they was gonna have to fight, and whoever the third person was that popped up was gonna get thrown.
Yeah, but
off.
they couldn't. I mean, if they threw the third person off, they wouldn't have got the stone. The rule to that stone is they had to trade somebody that they love for it. That's why.
Yeah, but that's now that you put that into it, somebody that they love,
yeah. So
they could have been fucking.
Yeah.
Why the fuck else would they? Why the fuck else would them two ironically have to go up there, nigga? They fucking loved each other.
It's because Thanos threw fucking
Gamora
Gamora into the thing,
and that was his daughter.
It was his kidnapped daughter after he killed half
Yeah.
of her planet.
That is
But,
true.
he loved her as a real daughter. He didn't love Nebula so much though.
Fuck Nebula.
Nebula was the shit.
Well,
Why you don't
the
like-
other one, not the good one, not the fucked up one that.
But the fucked up one is what she used to be, and she turned into the good one anyway.
I didn't. It was that when she was up there trying to get that nigga Thanos the fucking stone.
Yeah, that's what.
Like, get him the
that's
shit.
What, that's what. The Nebula you saw was the Guardians of the Galaxy version.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so that's what she was doing in the first Guardians of the Galaxy.
I like the good one though. I like the one that was.
She
really
turned
helpful.
into the good one in the second Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
Guardians of the Galaxy, which is the best Marvel movie. I'm gonna go watch that shit again. I love it.
Yeah, those shits are good, bro.
I'm
Them Guardians, because bro, I love the one with all the fucking, I like the music, nigga. I think that might be my favorite part. That nigga be dancing and shit with the cassette player,
that was
bro.
a part I like. I like that part when War Machine and Nebula was at the fucking first the introduction section of the first Guardians of the Galaxy, and they saw Quill dancing. And shit.
Yeah.
But you didn't get to hear the music.
You just see the
You
nigga.
just see that nigga dancing and singing and shit. That shit was funny right there. See, like, another part I liked about the movie was the last fucking fight.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like that, even though it made no sense. I liked the way it looked, at least.
Mm-hmm. What you mean it didn't make no sense? Like them coming.
Because I said it didn't make no sense. It didn't make no sense that a fucking Thor Thanos with no stones
Oh,
take on 3 Avengers when he needed the stones just to take. He needed an extra stone just to beat the witch girl in the last one.
She was a motherfucking beast, though. She was a damn beast.
But he was whooping her ass in this one too. He didn't get his comeuppance until Captain Marvel came back.
No, she was about to kill that nigga, and then he told them to rain down the fucking bullets and shit. You remember the explosions? She was about to kill that nigga. He was like, fucking send the missiles, and they was like, we're gonna kill our troops. He was like, send them anyway, bitch. That's what he said.
But he shouldn't have even been able to fucking talk. Like, he couldn't do shit. He could barely do shit when she was fucking him up in the first movie, and then he got that extra stone. He got that. I think it was the time stone, or no, he had the time stone already. He got whatever stone was the last one that he needed. The one out of fucking what's his name? What's the guy who she was in love with? Jarvis. What is his name? Because they put Jarvis. They turned Jarvis into what's his?
What the fuck is that nigga's name?
Fuck.
Vision.
Yeah, Vision. The stone out of Vision. That's the Mind Stone. That's the one he had, right? You do not. So, anyway, man. Captain Marvel. I don't know. I haven't seen the Captain Marvel movie.
Neither have I.
Don't know
I tried to watch that shit right before I seen it. I was watching it on my phone, bro. I watched like 30 minutes of that shit and went sleep. I was knocked.
Niggas is hating on Captain Marvel though. She was fucking niggas up in this.
She was fucking niggas.
She like
up.
the strongest Avenger. She like the fucking Superman of this shit.
She is the Superman of this shit, bro. She was whooping Thanos' ass.
Bro, them niggas. Captain Marvel was such a fucking beast that the fucking missiles stopped targeting the battle, and all of them shit turned to target her.
For real. But see, tell me this. How did you feel about the scene with all the women? Do you feel like that shit was kind of cliche, or do you know the scene I'm talking about, where they was helping Captain Marvel get the glove and shit?
What you mean?
You like what do I mean about like the scene?
The cliche was some girl power shit?
Yeah,
I'm not one of these motherfuckers who sit out there and be like, oh, women don't need to be women. And then fuck that. I don't care if it's a woman or man. Like,
yeah, but see.
Yeah, man. Technical difficulties. Anyway, back to what we were saying, man. I don't care that they had like women being put in the position of power in the movie, and they had a scene where the women shined. And I'm not out here fucking being one of these stupid ass people who think that everything is about being a fucking social justice warrior. Nigga, I don't care, bro. As long as the fucking shit was entertaining, I don't give a fuck if they had chimpanzees fucking getting the Infinity Gauntlet from fucking Thanos.
That's what I'm saying. And I feel like it should always be like that, though. I don't feel like niggas should be mad about that shit, bruh, as long as the movies are good. If you a real fan of this shit, that shouldn't really matter.
I done seen these dumb motherfuckers getting mad over women being in Battlefield 5, right?
I saw that shit.
They like a woman shouldn't be in there because women wasn't really fighting on the front lines of World War II. Neither were you, fuckface, but you playing the game. But let's be for real. You want the fucking game to be accurate? You mean the same game where you get shot in the face, die, push one button, and come back to life and keep fighting? Shut the fuck up. Anyway. Back to what I was saying, man. I don't even care, bro. As long as the shit was entertaining, which by in large part this fucking movie was not to me. And they can be whatever they can have whoever they want to have. Shit, they could have had. Nigga, I don't care, nigga. I like superhero movies because I like to see the shit looking cool. That's the number one criteria I have.
And I feel
superhero.
In my opinion, bro, Spider-Man and Thor and Ant-Man are like the coolest characters, and Doctor Strange. All of them are pretty cool, but who has like the coolest fighting scenes is like Spider-Man, in my opinion. But How you feel about Captain America picking up Mjolnir?
But that shit happened in the
comic books,
books. But so I just don't want. They always got to.
So why the fuck didn't he pick it up when they was all in the fucking coffee room that day? You know, in Age of Ultron, he kind of nudged it a little bit. Why didn't the motherfucker just pick it up? Because is it something where like you have to become worthy, or you have to like do something and make yourself worthy? Like, yeah, that would have been, honestly, instead of Iron Man, that would have been a perfect way to set it up for Captain America to die, with him picking it up and Thor realizing he was worthy, and him dying being worthy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, him dying with the status of being worthy.
But I do know that the fucking that the hammer does require you to be worthy before you can pick it up. Mm-hmm. And in the comic books, I think Hulk picked it up one time too.
Yeah, Hulk picked that shit up.
No rules apply to these fucking.
Yeah, because I don't think they go by the comic book. I think they
somewhat go.
But some shit is definitely different.
Hulk never picked that shit up in the movie.
Hell no.
He
tried.
He picked it up in the comic before though.
Mm-hmm.
But then Thanos is the fucking axe of the same rules.
That's the thing. I don't know if the axe is of the same rules.
Because Thanos damn sure plucked that fucking axe right out of the air.
I don't think that is of the same rules, because that shit was made. That shit is. I don't know. That's a good question, because that shit. I know Groot's fucking arm is a part of that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
that nigga Vin Diesel getting that bag. Bro.
Yeah, to get that bag to say one fucking thing.
One fucking I am Groot. Mm-hmm. Nigga, pay me to say some shit, bro.
Pay me to say some shit, dog. Excuse me. Anyway, man, I just don't like. It ain't that I don't like these characters. It ain't that I don't like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I don't like the Avengers. That's the movies I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
None of them. Period. But like a whole lot of the movies out of the actual cinematic universe, the Avengers I don't like because they are shit. All of them. Period. Period. That's the way I look at it. Anyway, my nigga, that's the way I look at it. I just don't. I don't think that they can pack all of the fucking storylines they need to pack down into 2.5 or 3 hours. And then with the Infinity War and the Endgame, you can look at that as just being one big long movie. They didn't even pack a good fucking movie down into 5.5 hours to me.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, because the Infinity War is fucking awful. It's not as... The Endgame is not as terrible as Infinity War, bro. Endgame is not as... It's like that they had you... It's like the Russo brothers had them cut off Thanos' arm at the beginning of this movie because they was like, oh yeah, we had all these scenes with his arm stretched out, and motherfuckers was probably in the audience hollering, why don't you just cut it off in Infinity War?
Mm-hmm.
So they probably was just throwing a little shot at fucking fans, but oh yeah, we cut it off. They cut off the arm after the motherfucker had already destroyed the stones, and make it seem like the heroes is a bunch of fucking dumbasses, don't it?
It did, but I don't know.
If
I was in this fucking movie, right? Let's say Mari in this fucking scene, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say I'm goddamn running around. I'm a superhero and shit. I see them niggas pulling and tugging at this nigga shit, right? Yeah. I'ma grab the nearby sharpest object, and I'm gonna go slice this nigga's arm off and be like, all right, take that shit, y'all run that way.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
And
fuck off, like, for real, like, cause, bruh, I don't know. I was even gonna go back and watch them fucking movies. I was gonna watch,
this one right there, cause the other one ain't plugged up right now.
I was gonna go back and watch that shit and see if I fucking was gonna be like, because I want to be a superhero. I'm gonna keep it a band with you. And when niggas, when the podcast and shit blow up, right?
What you gonna do? Buy an Iron Man suit?
I'ma straight up tell them niggas like, bro, I need a superhero character in these fucking Marvel movies, bro. Y'all. That's the thing, bro. They don't have a real nigga in those movies yet. I mean, Falcon. But
they had fucking what's my man's name? Fucking Killmonger.
yeah, he was a real, but they killed him.
Yeah.
They need a live real nigga. I can go in the movies, right? They can edit the fucking scene, the shit that make me look like I'm about 6'3", 6'2", you know? And
or they can just put me in it because I'm really that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or they can put us both in it. I can be my normal size, nigga. I can be out there with fucking guns and swords and shit and a leather jacket and shit. Fucking... And be out there talking my shit.
Moral of the story is, when it come down to these fucking movies, is fuck those shits. I'm looking forward to Star Wars. Let's get on to the independent spotlight.
I gotta have my say in it too, because I fuck with these movies.
Oh, go ahead.
I love these movies, and I want them to keep making more. I'm eager to see what the new Avengers movies.
I want them to keep making more fucking Marvel movies. Just don't give a shit about the Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try something different with the independent spotlight this week.
What's up?
All right. We got a track this week. It's called Need by Nico Porter.
Mm-hmm.
This is a new addition to the independent spotlight. As we like to keep shit fresh around here. Let's do a little snippet. We gonna give y'all niggas a fucking taste. Since we sitting in here in the car recording this.
Yeah.
Of what his tracks sound like before we give our thoughts on it. Y'all niggas don't get to hear the whole thing here though. You're gonna have to go listen to his shit. You're not gonna get the whole shit here. But y'all niggas, you gonna definitely wanna fuck with this. That ain't it. Let's get to the fucking the actual. That was a J Live track. I was listening to some of his music on the way here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's try this one more time. Cause we doing this. This is the pilot, and we trying something new. What the fuck? SoundCloud piece of shit ass app.
What the fuck you got going on over here? Nigga, I'm sitting over here looking like, yo, what the fuck this nigga doing?
Nigga, you see me hitting.
I see you hitting shit and ain't nothing happening.
Nigga, I was hitting the shit. I had just finished listening to his fucking song like 4 times. Like, and that shit was in my fucking history. Let's go.
All right.
You a goddamn legend, bro.
Yeah.
Bruh, I know I'm drunk and all, but I'm saying this shit.
What's up? Hey, I need an addict, I need a blunt, I need a bad bitch to the front, I need a 420 in my lungs, I need a bitch to come and be my lunch, I need peace and quiet rolling up, I need peace and quiet for the night. My boy just gentrified his nose, that nigga OJ with the white.
Alright, cut it. Y'all motherfuckers gonna have to go to this link in the description to hear the rest.
Get that. What? My favorite part of this song is that you a motherfucking legend, man. That beginning shit, it's I fucks with shit like that. When niggas put phone calls and voicemails and real life shit like that in the songs, bro, that shit is unmatched in my opinion.
Bruh. When I was listening to this fucking track, my first thought was he took that new fucking flow, that new flow that you hearing everybody in the new subject matter, right? And he merged it together with that chill, laid back Tribe Called Quest type of beat. I know it's not produced by him. But my nigga, I don't even give a fuck, bro. He chose that beat. Nigga, he took that shit and he took the new flow and he took that fucking. It's like My nigga, that beat sound like something that could have been straight off Midnight Marauders. Anybody who know me know that my favorite two groups, as I done said in a million of these podcasts, are Wu-Tang and Tribe Called Quest. So when the fuck you do something that start reminding me of one of those two, nigga, you already have got a winner in my book. Mm-hmm. Let alone, my nigga, like, when you got the vibe musically going, it make me want to listen to the fucking words, bro. Like if I hear some bullshit ass cliche sounding get hype track saying I need a Addy and a blunt, I'm gonna be like, okay, this sound like any old shit. But when that nigga had that fucking beat with that, it sound like that nigga took some fucking elevator music. And stuff, like, he took that, he had that beat coming.
That shit hard,
that
bro.
Shit right there, that beat started rocking and he started talking about it. It sounded like the mood of the beat sounded like it fit what he was talking about. Mm-hmm. Nigga, he sounded like he needed some. The beat was relaxing, and he sounded like he was talking about some shit that he needed, that he wanted to relax to. See, cause I don't do Addies, and I don't smoke blunts, but I would love to have a bad bitch up in the front.
Yeah, of course. If you anything like us, that's what you want. Mm-hmm. So, bro. I came across this shit, right? And I went and looked because I wanted to put them on the independent spotlight. And I messaged them, and it was like 8 different Nico Porters, right? Yeah. So I'm like, I messaged the one that looked the most like he would have made that song. No cap, no cap. And I ain't get a message back. So I was like, damn, that ain't him. And the other ones didn't even have profile pictures or nothing. And he recently responded and was like, yeah. That was me. How you find this song? I was like, I'm
SoundCloud diver.
I told him I gravitate towards fire shit, right? And I was like, that shit fire, nigga. Yeah. We gonna talk about it. So we talking about that shit, bro. I need an album. I need an EP. I think something.
We definitely, like, when we hear something that's up our fucking alleys, like this type of track is, especially with the instrumental and the flow, my nigga. When we hear something that's up our alley like this, you can guarantee yourself that an album review, if you got an album or an EP, that we'll find that shit and do it. You know why? Because we done got tired of shitting on mainstream artists for releasing bullshit. That's why niggas haven't. What's the last album review we did?
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz shit, which was okay. Nigga, Schoolboy Q new album was so
I forgot all about
his shit was so fucking forgettable that we forgot to review it last week. We were supposed to do that.
Hold on, did we review that?
No,
shit?
we did not, bro. We did not, nigga.
We just talked about it in the car.
Yeah, we didn't review that.
Oh, fuck that shit. I don't want to hear. I don't want to review it.
I don't want to review that garbage either.
We gonna be reviewing my shit soon.
Yeah,
it's coming soon, bro. I ain't even gonna cap. I'm gonna tell you this, bro. On the mic, I don't give a fuck. I got some fire ass songs, bro.
Shit, well, put them shits down.
I am. I'm going to put them down very soon, bro.
My nigga, like, we out here.
And Nico Porter, J Liv, William Prize, Flapjack. It's open spots on the mixtape, just to let you know.
City Pyramids,
you got beats. It's open spots.
Kareem Tripp.
Alex J. Pfeiffer, you got beats. We got
808
Villain.
Jason,
the producer, my boy. We got, bro. It's spots.
Hey, man, do that shit, man.
It's coming soon. But
like we was
it's
talking
untitled
about
right now, though.
But this shit need, my nigga. Like, this shit is so. It's so hard.
Vibe to the shit so hard. Like, this is one of those songs that I listen to. And if I got this shit blasting, this shit kind of puts me in like a trance, if you would say. Like, you know, have you ever listened to a song and the shit hitting so hard that you like, damn. And you were just in a I need a bad bitch to the front. Like, that shit, bro.
It's a special, it's a different type of talent to be able to fucking make something that hook people to fuck in.
That's what I'm saying. That shit
Cause
different.
shit don't be
that
hooking
shit
me
different.
like that. And it's like it's so hard to come across something that's fucking inspiring or interesting to listen to in the mainstream, but yet we find and we come across so many fucking artists that's trying to get and take that spot that do this shit so much better than motherfuckers that so-called already made it. And Nico Porter is one of them. Mm-hmm. And nigga, what like we gonna do, especially because we late this week, we gonna do the same thing we just did. We're gonna do that shit again. All right. So,
oh, you already getting ready for the J.
That's next week. That's next week.
You already getting ready.
So I already know which one I want to do. Pick which one you want to do a snippet of.
Whew.
Off of here.
I gotta. Hold on. You go first. I'm gonna think about mine.
All right. So before we even do that, we got to tell you what we doing.
Cause it's so much fucking heat on that album. We got
an album review this week. Now, we already reviewed a track, then we reviewed an EP. Now we going full out album review, right? Full out album review because the man has dropped the album. Mm-hmm. City Pyramids has dropped the album, the To Whom It May Concern album, also known as TWIMC, with dots in between all that shit. You understand me? So I'm going to my go-to, and I'm going to play a snippet of my go-to. I don't think City Pyramids will sue us. I don't think Nico Porter will sue us.
I don't think they'll sue us.
Yeah, let's go.
We getting respect out here.
Let's go.
I'm on my shit, I promise. I put that on mommy. I get them big deposits and act like I don't know nobody. I need my neck on vested. I need my wrist on collar. Make mistake my confidence for cocky. Way more confident than cocky.
I'm gonna hit mine.
All right.
Give me the first track.
All right.
First track.
Let's give them a little break to recalibrate their ears.
Nah, that shit too fire.
All right, here we go.
let me get that first one.
One more snippet before we get into the review.
Yeah, beat, nigga. Beat just grab you,
But pictures of mama without reading the comments. You don't know who the daughter is. Lately I've been really living life in Nirvana. Mimosas for breakfast, empanadas with guavas.
Hold on. I need the second part. I need the second part of that. Give me a little bit more.
All right,
give me a little bit more.
Some in the glass got me walking like toddlers. More bread, less gossip. Get head, get dollars. And heart Nate Robinson. Tyson who's sparring. Growing like gardens. I got love for my father kids. I'm just trying to get the bag like I'm in the movie sneaking snacks like buttercream seats in the jag like
Let's stop.
Hold on, bro.
Let's stop.
Hold on, bro.
I wanted to go all the way to the hook, but we can't. No.
You ain't showing this album some fucking respect. You done fucking lost your fucking mind,
because
bro.
what my man say, my favorite part, nigga, that shit. Look. The To Whom It May Concern album by City Pyramids, my nigga. Look. If this fucking shit that I'm about to recite next don't fucking hit you where it's supposed to hit you, my nigga, I don't know what type of life you living. If the fucking hook, if I ain't get lost, I wouldn't have found myself. If I ain't drowned myself, I wouldn't swim this good. Nigga, if that shit...
When I tell you that shit hit me in the fucking soul, bro, I felt like this nigga made this song for me, nigga. I felt like he fucking went and got the Infinity Stones and went into my fucking universe, right? And was like, this nigga going through some shit. I'm about to make this shit right here to let this nigga know he got this shit.
Nigga, I don't understand how we done had fucking albums. 2 albums, right? With songs, and then an independent shit that we did with the Sunrise Police. The other album, the Ned Log Media album with the Miracles joint. And now the fucking Line 2 joint off the City Pyramids album had shit seem like it's speaking directly to niggas like us. When you can't even go into the motherfucking mainstream and motherfucking find nothing that's really... You find niggas talking about the same bullshit that niggas been talking about forever. Yeah, I grew up poor and I had to eat oodles and noodles. Nigga, I was eating oodles and noodles last week, nigga. The fuck is you talking about? You rich now. How's these independent people that's trying to... These artists out here that haven't been discovered by the mainstream yet more fucking inspired than niggas that's getting millions of dollars to put out bullshit?
I ain't even gonna lie. I think that's why I love that shit so much, cause that song hit me so different, bro. That shit, it was just crazy, bro. That shit, like, I don't know.
I don't even
like
know.
That's how you know that the shit is good, when you really can relate yourself to it. Ned Log, Sunrise Police, City Pyramids. Like, when they make a song that goes in line with you, that's how you know that shit is good.
Give them that fucking bar from William Price. Give him the bar, the Jungle Bar, off of that same track we just listened to. I'm gonna give him a couple bars out of here, bro, because Kareem Trip and City.
I want you to play it, because I don't. That bar has to be said by him for them to feel.
You gotta say
shit.
it. We can't play his whole fucking. We gotta have niggas. Niggas gotta have a reason to go to the music. They can't hear the whole shit on our shit. Like, we gotta.
All right.
Get him.
Your son, you're only one. You like what happened to my smile. Guess I tumbled in jungles with the wolves and crocodiles. I'm lost.
Bruh, I got some more fucking bars.
That bar was like, when I first heard it, bruh, I stopped the whole shit and went back and just rewinded the whole shit, bruh.
Bruh, listen at this other bar. This is a bar from City Pyramids himself, who, if I'm not mistaken, produced this whole motherfucker. The whole, I don't see no other production credits up here, and I know he a producer. He can correct us, because I know he gonna probably be listening to this. He can correct us if I'm wrong, but I think he produced it all. If he didn't produce it all, he picked the damn good beats. Bruh, he said, I wiped down Pat and Charlie and put up Ulysses with no effort, bro. Do niggas even know what that means?
I wiped down Pat and Charlie.
Pat and Charlie. If you ever had a black mom that was born in a certain era, and you be like, Mama, Mama, I want to go to the store. Go ahead.
Better call
How am I
Charlie.
get there? Pat and Charlie. That means your feet. Take a fucking walk.
All
right? If niggas ever play basketball, what do? When you on the court, you wipe off the bottom of your shoe to get grip. And if you don't know who Ulysses S. Grant is, it's the man on the fucking front of the $50 bill if you ain't never seen one. I wiped down Pat and Charlie and put up Ulysses with no effort. Nigga, that nigga said when he playing in whatever type of game he playing, nigga, he readies himself Whether it's in the fucking rap game, in the game of life, or in the fucking on the basketball court, he readies he prepares himself, and then he effortlessly puts up a fucking flawless performance. You understand? That's the metaphor there, nigga. Cause if he putting up Ulysses, that means he put up 50 on the board.
Yeah, he putting 50 on the board.
The fuck is y'all niggas doing? Hold on,
Bruh.
Then my man Kareem Tripp came through on my shit. That nigga said, I got the yak and the blackmail Shannon Sharp. And then hold on. That nigga had one of my favorite bars that I done heard. Hold on, pause it. I want to get it exactly right. This motherfucker said, I go hard in the game, but your dick soft. Bombard hit your brain like Dillashaw. My lumbar is getting strained from carrying y'all. Coming from the price tag with derelict thoughts. Nigga, what? Nigga, my office chair needs some lumbar support. This motherfucker don't.
Bro.
Go wild.
I'ma just straight up tell you, we went back and listened to that right now.
Nigga,
I thought he said Dylan Shaw. He said Dillashaw, a mixed martial artist
nigga said,
who kicks niggas in the head for fun.
hold on. That nigga said, I go hard in the game, but your dick soft. Bombard hit your brain like Dillashaw. My lumbar is getting strained from carrying y'all. Coming from the price tag with derelict. Let's give a moment of silence for that beat. Because my man's at the beginning of that song said, I like my Glock with attachments. No, I'm just capping, but it's cool though. That's a new fashion.
Bro, I was like, yo, cause niggas be capping.
What? What the fuck? Nigga, have we even reviewed the album yet? We just sat here fucking quoting bars.
Bro.
Nigga, that should be the review.
That should
nigga,
be
just
the
listen
review,
to it.
Just
Nigga,
listen.
what the fuck else can we say?
Bro, I can say but so much.
Nigga,
Bro,
what
you
can
gotta
we do?
listen to this shit.
What can we do that the motherfuckers on it haven't done already? Let alone the fucking songs like Episodes, my nigga.
Yeah. Bro.
Nigga, songs like that.
I'm a
Nigga, I can relate to them shits because you don't even know what type of shit niggas be having to go through with women. Cause they gon' have they episodes. The fuck?
All I'm gonna say, the album is fucking beautiful.
Nigga, when you
listen to this shit.
I know I shouldn't think this way, right? Because these niggas is fucking artists, right? But you know, you get coming up in the era where I came up at, nigga, you didn't get to hear shit like this because I came up with the internet. I came up alongside the internet. A lot of niggas came up where the internet was already getting to where it is now. I came up as the internet was coming up, like, cause nigga, I was little in the fucking late 90s, right? So I'm coming up alongside of the internet. So you don't get to just go and hear albums niggas made. You had to depend on what was on the store shelf, what was being played on MTV, what was being played on the fucking radio. When I was listening to this shit, I was like, oh no. This is a real album. This is a fucking album right here. You shouldn't have that thought because these niggas is fucking nasty ass fucking spitters and producers. Even down to other fucking albums we done listened to outside of the fucking City Pyramids to Whom It May Concern album. I'm like, my nigga, like, this shit is just crazy, bro. This shit is just crazy. Shit don't make no sense how fucking fire this shit is, man. How fucking absolute fire it is. And this album right here and other albums and songs we have reviewed lately is the reason why we don't hardly ever talk about mainstream music since the year started, right?
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
that shit is garbage and this is better.
This is so much better, bro.
And shit, man, that's about all I got to say about it.
Yeah, listen to them albums.
Listen to the album. The Apple Music link is going to be for City Pyramid's album in the description. And the SoundCloud link to Nico's Porter song is going to be in the
That
description.
shit is gonna be in the description.
Yeah, once again, Need by Nico Porter. We about to be searching for motherfucking an album by him.
Yeah, and we need that.
And then, To Whom It May Concern, on Apple Music, City Pyramids, CIDY Pyramids, To Whom It May Concern, is titled, stylized as the acronym TWIMC on Apple Music. All fucking heat. Why the fuck we have to sit up here and listen to shit we don't like the shit on it when we can just talk about shit we do like? Anything else?
The Beehive, get ready. That's all I'm gonna say.
And the Avengers is dog shit.